Hey beauties, welcome back to another Spruce News video. Today is more of a chatty video. Are all my videos a little bit chatty? You probably are. You probably get sick of it, so I'm sorry, but this is another chatty video. No makeup involved though, which may surprise you. But yeah, chatty video. Anyway, so today I'm going to share with you my tips on how to de-stress. So this is something that lately I felt that I have had a lot of stress, probably because I've got just a few weeks now until the wedding and I've got a lot to do. I've also had a lot on at work and it's just been really stressful. Like, I feel like I've had no time to like relax and chill out, and I feel like every time I do there's just something that it just happens and then I don't end up relaxing like I should be relaxing. So today I actually wanted to give you a few of the tips that I have that I've learned or, you know, incorporated into my life to help me de-stress. Obviously I'm no expert, I'm no doctor, psychiatrist, psychologist. I'm not any form of doctor, so this is just my own personal, you know, feelings, thoughts, experiences. And I also think that obviously we're all different. Every single one of us is different. So what works for me may not work for you, or it may work for you, which would be amazing if it did, because obviously I want to help. That's the whole point. But I really do want to share with you my tips, because I think everyone gets stressed. Everybody gets stressed. Like, I don't know anyone who doesn't. The way that we all cope with stress is very, very different. I know people that cope with it in very different ways because they have certain mental health issues. You know, they have really bad anxiety and it kind of just flares and ends up being a completely different situation for them as it would be for me, who doesn't suffer from anxiety. I'm very, very fortunate to not, but I know so many of my loved ones do, and I know that they deal with certain situations very, very differently to the way I do. So please bear that in mind before anything else. But hopefully, you never know, one of these things may help you, or you think, actually I do that, that helps me. That's, you know, we're the same in that sense, you know. Anyway, let's get into it. I've actually written them down on my phone, which has 8% battery, so I'm hoping we'll get through this. Anyway, I'm going to be looking down because I've just put my charger in, hoping to God that my phone doesn't die. Anyway, so the first one on my list of ways that I de-stress is to have regular exercise. So I go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I try and run every Monday, and that's quite extreme in terms of my exercise. I don't usually do that much exercise, but because of the wedding, I've kind of incorporated a lot more exercise into my routine, where normally I'd probably go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, and I find that 40-minute session really helps me after work to just de-stress. It just allows me to, any frustrations that I've had or any pressures that I feel that I'm under, or if I just need to like clear my head, I will go and do some form of exercise, whether it's running, whether it's weightlifting, whether it's just doing my general day-to-day routines, focusing on certain areas of my body, etc. And I find that that really, really does help me. It's a great way to kind of release endorphins that make you happy. And I think that's kind of like what you need to help get rid of stress. The second thing that I would do is meditate. So this is something that I've only recently started doing, and I don't sit there, you know, legs crossed going like, I don't do that. That is not my form of meditation. So for me, it's just having 5 minutes in the morning. I will literally sit there, don't look at my phone, and I will just breathe. Deep breaths in and out. And I would just try so hard to clear my head. Close your eyes. You can just sit in a dark room. You can sit in like a very bright, well lit, the sun's come in room. It's whatever that suits you. But for me, those 5 minutes just allow me to refocus and reconfigure how I'm feeling so I can start the day properly. And I found over the last like a month and a half, this has really been helping me, especially because I have a lot to do at work. There is always quite a lot on anyway, and I love my job, I love what I do, but I also know that it's going to be a busy day. So for me, it just helps me refocus on me and get centered and then I feel ready to kind of, you know, power through. Third thing I'd say is you could listen to calming music. This is one thing that helps Gary. Gary likes to listen to calming music before he goes to bed. I think that's when he feels a lot more pressure, because it's that quiet time where he allows himself to think and can potentially overthink. And for him, this really helps relax him. It kind of like calms him down, allows him to just, you know, relax with me, which, you know, can't always be easy. He also has quite a high pressure job, and I think it just enables him to kind of calm before he goes to sleep, and it works so well. He sleeps really well, and it's just an amazing technique to use. So I would go on Spotify, have a look at potentially like yoga meditation playlists and see if that helps you. You can even incorporate that into your meditation deep breathing that I just mentioned, because I think that, you know, it could help you relax, it could help you focus. You can also do yoga. Like, it's kind of just one of those, they all kind of link together. So I would definitely recommend calming music, or put it on the way to work. I listen to classical music before I go to work because I find that also calms me. So use that time to listen to calming music. It doesn't have to be, you've got to take out 20 minutes in the morning, you know, sit in a dark room and listen to calming music. It's not, it's whatever suits your lifestyle, and that's what suits my lifestyle. Number 4, I would say go offline, turn everything off. I think one of the high pressures for most people, probably everybody, is social media, looking at your emails, you know, checking your WhatsApp messages, checking your text messages, seeing what missed calls you have, being on your phone, being on your iPad, turning the TV on. Like, the one thing that you could really benefit from is from 1 hour, just nothing. No technology. Just go completely cut off and have that time to yourself to just actually do other things, because, you know, although technology is everywhere, you know, we are living in a digital world, that is just how it is. You need that time to not be online. Read a book, go out with your friends, go for a drink, go for a walk. Do something that doesn't consist of you doing this on your phone just constantly. I don't know if anyone even texts like that anymore. I text with one thumb, but anyway, you know. 5, I would say, do something to treat yourself, whether it's having a chocolate bar, or buying that top you really wanted, or booking that holiday, or just doing something that is going to make you feel good. And it's kind of just you know what, you are feeling stressed, this is what's happening in your life, you deserve something good, you deserve something to showcase that you are amazing, you deserve that treat. Do it, make yourself feel happy, make yourself feel good, and it won't be like an everlasting feeling, but in that moment when you're feeling really stressed and you think, I just need something to make me feel better, like whether it's that bag of crisps or a biscuit or having an apple or whatever it is that you're happy that you see as a treat, go and do that, and it will help you de-stress. Chocolate's mine, just so you know. Number 6 for me, this isn't in any order by the way, I've just kind of like written them down. So number 6 on my list is to socialise. So one thing that I find, or that helps me de-stress, is going to see my best friends, or being on the phone to my dad, or my mum, or my sister, or my brothers. Like speaking to someone that's close to me, being with Gary, just having that time that's just me and him, where I can just chat about stupid things or something that's bothering me or whatever it is. We just have that open line of communication, and I know that I can talk to that person, or I also know that if I don't want to be thinking about what's stressing me out, I don't have to talk about it. I'm with someone that makes me feel secure, I trust them, they're there for me, they're there to empower me, make me feel good, and I am for them. It's like vice versa. But it's just having that time where, you know, you can have a laugh, because laughter is the best medicine. It really is, to be honest. It makes you feel good, it just makes you feel happier. So if you can be with someone that helps you laugh, especially if you're going through some pain or you're just feeling really low, it's amazing. It's like the best thing you could possibly do. 7 on my list is to increase your potassium intake. Now I sound like I know what I'm talking about, and it sounds really technical, but it's not. So one thing I've researched on is the understanding your stress levels. And during stress levels, your blood pressure tends to increase. It's just what happens. It's just how your body reacts to stress. And that's in the majority of people. I don't know if that's in everyone. That, for me, that's what happens. So to help relieve that, you need to increase your potassiums. Have bananas, have potatoes, whatever foods you can have that will help decrease your blood pressure, which in turn will help your stress levels, because you know it's all connected. So if you eat a banana when you're feeling stressed, because of the potassium in the banana, it should help your blood level, like blood pressure, drop. Not low, it just, you know, get it back to normal, which should then in turn help your stress levels. It should just help you mellow out slightly, from my experience. But obviously, as I said, we're all different. Number 8 on my list is to do something creative. I'm a very creative person. I love drawing, I love doodling, I love colouring in, I like painting, I like singing, I like dancing. Do something creative. Go and paint something. Go and get a colouring book. I mean, you can get like loads of colouring books out there. I've got an adult Marvel one, which I love because it's full of superheroes. So, and I just colour in. If I'm feeling really stressed and I can't get out of my own headspace, just do something else. Do something that could take your mind off it. Draw. When you have that focus, especially on something artsy like knitting or something that requires your attention, you're not thinking about what's stressing you out because you're solely focused on that task at hand. So that is what I would suggest. Number 9 is write a list. This probably sounds really quite bizarre, because you're like, why on earth do I want to write about my stress? Or I find that people get really stressed and they talk about, oh, I've got so many things that I need to do and I've got to get them all done at once. That's not true. Like, you don't have to get everything done at once. That's the pressure we put on ourselves as people to try and get everything done because we think we're like some kind of superhuman and we're never going to get bothered by it. But to solve a situation, we have to do everything all at once. But that's not true. Like, it's impossible. But it's just an unrealistic expectation that we set on ourselves. So I would say write a list. Write all the things down that you need to get done, all that's stressing you out, all that's bothering you, and then achieve one thing in that day off your list. Whether it's paying that bill, or picking up the groceries, or I don't know, painting your nails, or talking to your best friend, or ordering something for someone's birthday. I don't know what it would be. Anything. It could be literally anything. Get your car clean, go and get your car serviced. Go, whatever it may be that's stressing you out, that's one of your tasks that you're thinking, it's a burden on me at the moment because it's stressing me out even more thinking that I have to get that done. If you achieve one thing one day, every single day, achieve one thing off your list, you will feel a lot happier. It will be a weight off your shoulders because you are achieving. That's why they say one of the most important things to do in the morning is make your bed, because that is one achievement you have already succeeded when you wake up. And finally, we're there, nearly, number 10. Number 10, get a good night's sleep. I think a lot of the times we get so stressed out and bogged down by daily life. And I know it's not always easy to sleep when you're stressed, but sleep is so essential to help you get through your stress. So if you sleep, if you can try, whether it's taking a caramel tea or whatever it is that you know that you can do to help you to sleep, do it, because you need a good night's sleep to refresh your brain, to then focus on every task that you have at hand. And then once you've done that, you should feel so much better. I know when I don't have sleep, I'm the grouchy, most miserable woman on the planet. I know that about myself. And I also know after I've had a really good night's sleep, the next day I am ready. I'm ready and happy to just kind of work through whatever I need to work through. And it just makes me feel good. Like, I feel amazing when I've had a really great night's sleep. And I think you will too. So yeah, that's it guys. That is my very chatty talk through life advice stuff Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!